Hello, bunnies. This is P Bunny, and I'm back. I'm back. This is Bathroom Chronicles, and today's topic is when to leave. When are you ready to leave a relationship? Stay tuned.
It's all mine, but sometimes I just want somebody to talk to, someone that's on my mind. I want something that's all cool, and it don't waste my...
So today's topic is knowing when to leave. Okay, so with this, there's different steps or different things you need to notice, right? From your partner or from yourself. As far as for your partner, you need to be able to see the red flags. You need to be able to see the attitude change. You need to see how the energy change, how they act around you, or as well as how do they, when they stop caring. You know what I mean? Also, on yourself, you have to look at, are you always unhappy? Are you able to trust your partner? Are you able to, do you have like different plans of how your future wants to go and things of that nature? So I feel like all the stuff I'm going to talk about in this video, I need to slow it down. I'm trying to talk fast. But the first thing I want to talk about is the attitude and the energy. Sometimes when someone is already ready to leave the relationship, friendship or actual relationship as a couple, you should tell by their energy and how their attitude has changed around you. Like they're more snappy, they're more irritable, or they're trying to start an argument and things of that nature. And it's like you need to be able to notice these signs of how the energy around you, like you feel it. You could feel like not the happy-go-lucky energy anymore. You just feel like or if y'all been together for a long time, it's just a constant blah. No excitements, no whatever. It's just a blah. So you have to be able to look at those signs as well as how they act around you. Are they more alert? Are they more cautious around you? Are they, for a couple, is he more of, how can I say, hiding his phone, or her hiding her phone, keeping it away from you, where before it was never like that? Is it where the person is being more distance away from you, where you used to text all the time, but now it's rarely I get text message, or rarely that y'all even communicate as it is? You have to be able to notice these signs from the other person and to be able to take a step back and be like, you know what? This has been going on for a while. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Sometimes we try to overlook it, and sometimes we want more. You know what I mean? We want to be with that person. We've been here for a long time, or even if not, this is a person that I thought we could go further with. And so we overlook these signs. And when we overlook these signs, we end up hurting ourselves in the long run. Or we end up losing time. Time is precious. Like, time is precious. Like, it is precious. Like, my motto is time is money, so don't waste my time. I gotta tell it so you know it's real.
Set my name on you, girl, so I know it's real.
But anyways, time is precious, and you're wasting your time with someone that doesn't even want to be with you and is just there, or you don't even want to be with them. You have to be able to take a step back. And even if you don't want to leave completely because you're not sure, then talk to your partner about these things. You know what I mean? Because sometimes in our mind, we have ideas of what's going on, what is reality and what is not reality. And sometimes our partner is not aware of these issues, or friendships. Your other friend is not aware of these issues to you. You know what I mean? You realize they're having a bad energy, right? You realize they're argumentative more. You realize when they're around you, they act different, right? Then talk to them, because it could be something that have nothing to do with you. It could be that they're fighting their own demons and trials and tribulations in their own mind that they're unfortunately taking out on you, and they're not realizing that, you know what I mean? So I think that you should, one, talk to your partner and see and voice your opinion out, right? And then if you do voice your opinion out and there is nothing have to do with anything else or whatever the case may be, or you realize nothing has changed, then at that part you need to be able to take a step back and analyze yourself, analyze the situation. Because sometimes when you remove yourself out of a relationship, you're able to see if you really want to be in that relationship. You know what I mean? Make a pros and cons list as well, because not every relationship is perfect. No, let me rephrase that. No relationship is perfect. None of them. They're not perfect. Not at all. So, but every relationship should be able to have way more good parts than bad parts. You know what I mean? You should be way more happier than you are sad. So with a partner, with anyone, you're going to bicker, you're going to debate. Every relationship has debation or whatever, arguments or conversation, discussions. That's okay. It's when it's constantly, when it's irritable. You know what I mean? I feel like once you see those things happening, you need to take a step back and look at your relationship and see if this person is really meant for me. Like, is this supposed to be my soulmate? Am I settling for this person? You know what I mean? And that goes to the other side of you. You play a big part of this too. You have to be able to take a look at it. Like I said, take a step back and see, am I unhappy? Like, am I constantly unhappy? Not just like, okay, right now because we had an argument, I'm mad. No, I'm talking about like, are you always unhappy? Like, you feel like your relationship is not moving. You feel like you're arguing way more than you need to. You feel like every time you try to talk, it's attitude or it's no communication. You feel like the lack of support from them. So it makes you unhappy. Like, you're not happy right now. And then with you not being happy, you're not giving out positive energy. You know what I mean? And your friends, like I said, again, communication. Your friends probably getting that bad end of it. You know what I mean? Or family. Or any type of good relationship you have with someone. So you have to be able to take a look. Are you happy? Are you consistently happy? You don't have to always be happy. Are you consistently happy or whatever? Because even for me, sometimes I do get angry at mines. And I be wanting to wring his neck. Wring it. But at the same time, I feel like it's healthy because that's how your partner is supposed to do you, unfortunately. But at the same time, it's not always wanting to do that. It's just irritation, like when he irritates me. But majority of the time, it's not like that. You know what I mean? I'm happy. I get happy when he comes home. And I get happy when I see him. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have those differences. As well as take a look back at seeing, are y'all traveling apart? You know, you have dreams and goals to do this. And he has dreams and goals to do that. Are y'all moving apart where you're not able to communicate and see the same vision? Because as being together, you're supposed to be as one, especially when you get married. You're supposed to be as one. So if you're as one, you're supposed to have one vision. Having multiple vision makes things very complicated. Like, I love to go travel. But if my partner did not love to go travel and did not want to go do nothing and felt like that's a waste of time and blah, 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 that wouldn't work for me. Like, it wouldn't, because I'm always going to want to travel and I want a partner to be able to travel with, you know, or I want to build a business and I want to build a business and I want to get it done. But on their side, they feel like, no, that's necessary. That's nothing. We don't need to do that. We could just work regular job for the rest of our life and we'll be fine. Those type of differences at first is okay, right? Because you feel like, oh, you're going to change your mind. But after a while, you have to be able to realize, like, this person is not changing. And you can't force someone to change. They have to be able to want to change on their own. If they don't want to change on their own, it's not going to happen. All you're going to be able to do is just be frustrated. And then be consistently unhappy. And you don't want to be that way. You're supposed to be joyful and happy. You know what I mean? Live your life. As well as trust. Trust. Trust is the biggest part of any relationship. The biggest part. You have to be able to trust your partner. I know that with certain situations, right? Sometimes your partner steps out, or your partner bends your trust in another way, right? And it's hard for us to be able to trust them again. Now, with you not being able to trust them again, your partner should be able to understand that it is going to take time for you to be able to trust them, right? It should take time. At the same token, it should not be the whole time. If you want to be with someone, you have to be able to start learning to be able to trust them, right? They should be able to be open with you and let you be able to trust them. But at a certain part of time, you should be able to start learning to trust them. You cannot always not be able to trust them. Because if you do, you're never going to be happy. You're always going to be constantly unhappy because you're stressing out. Is he talking to someone else? Or is she talking to another dude? Where they're going? Why? How long they're going to be? Who this friend? Da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That jealousy is going to drive you crazy. It's going to drive you crazy. And you don't want to be like that. You know what I mean? You want to be happy. You don't want to have that feeling. So, one, your partner is supposed to be able to let you gain that trust, right? And two, you have to be able to learn to start trusting them again. And being free, like, okay, he want to go out with his friends. Okay, I'm going to let him go. You know what? He says he's going to friend. I have to trust what he says. And then let it happen. You know what I mean? If you're not going to be able to do that and you're not going to be able to trust him or her, leave them. Leave the situation. Because at this time, you making the situation miserable because you're dwelling on the past. He's miserable because he's trying to move forward with you, but you're continuously in the past. So it's like, how can you be able to move forward if you continuously being in the past? So if you're going to be in the past, you need to, since that relationship and that good time is in the past of you, in the back, that means that you need to leave it there and leave the situation and step away, or just leave completely. That's when you know, like, if you feel like I cannot trust him, like he constantly doing the same thing to me. He constantly treating me bad. He constantly disrespecting me. And this go with the other one, abuse. Leave. It's hard for women for abuse. I understand that completely. It is hard to get away, but there have different programs, shelters, and things of that nature for women or men that needs to be able to leave that bad situation. It's not only physical, it's mental, spiritual, everything. That type of energy, and even also their meaning, like that's like that mental, you know what I mean? Like you feel like you can't do better. And yes, you can do better. You could do way better than him. And you could do way better than her, and to leave that situation. So I will, in my description, leave websites and things of that nature for abuse, for help, for you to be able to get help, or whatever the case may be that you may need if you're watching this video. It takes a strong person to leave that situation, and I know you are strong. And I know that. It's going to take you time to get that stuff and seam and that confidence in you, but I know you can do that. For people that's not in the abuse situation, but you're just in this cycle of life, right? Constantly cycle. You're strong too to be able to break out and get out of that same repetitive hamster roll that keep going and around and around and around to get out. And I know you can. So if you're watching this, just look at all the things that I said. Look for the red flags, like the attitude. Look for the attitude, the energy, as well as how they act around you. Are they acting different? As well as, are you constantly unhappy? Are y'all traveling both different directions? Are you being abused in any of those ones I spoke about? As well as trust. Like I said, trust is a big thing. So all these things, you have to take a look back and see in your relationship. Are these bad things happening? You know what I mean? Did I talk to my partner already? Because I'm a strong believer in talking to your partner before making any crazy decisions. But did I talk to him or her? Yes. Or whoever. Did I talk to that person? Yes. Did anything change? No. Then leave. Leave. You could do better. You could do better than anyone. Is someone else better out there waiting for you? And you're Mr. Right or Mrs. Right or Mrs. Whoever, question mark, or whatever, question mark, person is out there for you, is waiting for you to be free so they could come find you. Just open up. But this is P Bunny Bathroom Chronicles. And please like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, please. And leave comments below for my next topic, or if you want me to elaborate more on whatever I'm talking about, just comment below. And I will be able to interact with you, talk to you, or go to my Instagram page and communicate me that way. My story is where I ask questions the day before, 2 days before, when I start recording, of what topic I should talk about. So just watch out for that. But again, bye everybody. This is Bathroom Chronicles. Watch my following videos if you want more tips. Talk to you later. Bye.